There are many reasons to get your blood tested monthly, and for me in my journey to recover from rheumatoid arthritis, it was one of the most important indicators of my progress throughout the many years that I was working on healing myself. Now, I was on a drug called methotrexate, which is a disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drug, and there's several in that range, including sulfasalazine and many others. And when you're on those drugs, they require you to have your blood tested monthly because of the potential and common side effects of those drugs that affect the liver and damage the liver. And so you need to keep an eye on how your liver's going, and hence your rheumatologist will call for monthly blood tests to make sure things aren't going astray. Now, the benefit of getting your blood tested monthly when you're on those drugs is you can also check out how your inflammation is tracking. The best way to track your inflammation is through the C-reactive protein or through the SED rate, or ESR, as it's recorded in the blood test report. The benefit of keeping an eye on those figures is that then you can create a chart over time, over several months, and see how your inflammation is going. Now, this is extremely valuable because when you're attempting to heal yourself naturally, when you're following a natural approach in conjunction with your more conventional or medical approach, then you'll notice that the pain moves around in your body. So this is particularly troublesome when you're trying to work out if you're getting better or not, because as the pain moves around in your body, you then find it difficult to actually come up with a quantitative way of measuring your overall pain levels. And that's why the blood test is so important, because that's what that provides, a quantitative measurement of the total sum of inflammation in your body. This was very important to me when I was going through what I now call the Paddison Program for rheumatoid arthritis. And I encourage people before they begin the program to make sure that they get that starting point, that inflammation measurement through a blood test, so that all subsequent blood tests can then be compared to before they begin. The other critical importance of getting the blood tested is that your rheumatologist, if they see your improvement through the Paddison Program for RA, are then going to want to see an inflammation level below the threshold, and with C-reactive protein it's 5 milligram per litre, and with SED rate it's below 20 millimeters per hour. Now, if your inflammation levels drop below those levels consistently for a couple of months, then you're completely eligible to have a serious conversation with your rheumatologist about lowering your medications. In fact, if you're well within those ranges and you're on quite high medications, then it would seem like overkill to keep you on those levels. And so your rheumatologist will totally be in support of a medication reduction if you're consistently, month after month, able to demonstrate an inflammation level below the normal range. So that's one of the big benefits if one of your goals with your rheumatoid arthritis is to get off or to lower medications. You've just got to get your blood tested monthly, because that's the language that the rheumatologist wants to talk with you about before they will agree to medication reductions. If you haven't got a rheumatologist at the moment, or if you aren't on one of those disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drugs and you're not getting your blood tested regularly, then either go to a GP or speak to your rheumatologist about getting a monthly blood test, because you need to get these blood tested monthly, because without that magic figure of inflammation each month, you really don't know where you're going, and when you're not measuring something, it can be going off in any direction. I've found throughout my life that what you measure improves, and what you measure and share with others improves exponentially. So get the result, record it, create a chart, put it on your fridge, and be accountable to which direction your pain levels are going, because it's your body, you only get it once, and you want to put your health at the highest priority in your life, and you want to take rheumatoid arthritis under your wing and do the most that you can to avoid future joint damage and to heal the gut on the inside, so that eventually you can slow down or even halt the disease progress altogether.